What's up everybody? This is Whiskey in the Six, I'm Rob. Today I'm gonna tell you the only Scotch you need to impress friends that come over, any type of Scotch drinker. These are the 6 bottles that you'll need to be able to appease your palate on a daily basis, despite maybe preferring peat one day or bourbon cask another, sherry cask another. These 6 Scotches will fulfill all those categories, and you don't need to break the bank for many of them, except for maybe one. And to be honest with you, if you only have these 6, you'll be satisfied and you could just replace these 6 as they finish and not have a crazy bar, especially if you don't have the space for a big bar. So here they are. Number 1 is the LEDAIG 10-year-old. Now, it's a pretty heavily peated whiskey in my opinion. So if you don't like peated Scotch, I would say go towards something like the CRAIGALLECHIE 13. It kind of delivers the same type of aging without the peat influence. Number 2 is the BENROMACH 10-year-old cask strength. If you want no peat whatsoever, I would replace this with a GlenAllachie 10 cask strength. But the BENROMACH 10 cask strength is relatively easy to come by, and it provides everything you're looking for in a cask strength younger Scotch. Number 3 is something that's a little bit more heavily peated. It's the LAPHROAIG 10 cask strength. Now, again, if you don't love peat, you can replace this with something like the Bunnahabhain 12 cask strength. So those would be interchangeable for me, but both are very good. Right now, the Bunnahabhain 12 cask strength is not available in Canada, which is why it's not the standout in this category. For me, it would be the LAPHROAIG 10 cask strength. But again, if you're not a fan of peat and you would prefer something cask strength that's not peated, then go with the Bunnahabhain 12. But the LAPHROAIG cask strength is absolutely excellent, and it's been around for a long time and relatively easy to come by. Number 4 is the heavily sherried GlenAllachie 15-year-old. This is pretty easy to come by. It's not very expensive at all. They have raised the price recently in Canada to about 130 bucks, but it's still easy to come by, not that expensive. You're getting a sherry bomb with this whiskey, and it's just an easy pour and play, great at 46% whiskey. Number 5, I would put something in the 18-year-old category. All right, you want to have some diversity in age when it comes to what you're serving to your guests as well as to yourself. You want to treat yourself once in a while with something a little bit older. So I like the ANCNOC 18 for this one in particular. Yes, there's a lot of 18-year-olds that I really love. If you haven't checked it out already, go check out Jeremy and I in our rant where we do a bunch, 10 to be exact, 18-year-old Scotch whiskeys blind, and we come up with a winner at the end. ANCNOC wasn't the winner, spoiler alert, but I do think it's an incredible whiskey. 18-year-olds are really hard to come by, especially the really good ones, for whatever reason at this point in time in Canada in particular. So there are a whole bunch in the 18-year-old category that are really good, but the ANCNOC's great and it's relatively easy to come by. Number 6, again, you really want to treat yourself. You have a special occasion whiskey. This is the whiskey that I would choose for this. It's the CRAIGALLECHIE 23. Now, CRAIGALLECHIE 23 started off as one of the more expensive whiskeys, 22 years plus aged in the Scotch category. But now with the prices of 25-year-old whiskeys, I would say that CRAIGALLECHIE 23 is better than most of the 25-year-old whiskeys that are available out there, and it's probably now around the same price, if not a little cheaper than many. So you're getting a better value. I would take the CRAIGALLECHIE 23 over the Glengoyne 25 and many other 25s in that similar price range and more expensive. So again, CRAIGALLECHIE 23, yes, it's more expensive, but I really think that this is a high quality whiskey. If you're just looking for something in the 25-year-old category that's a lot cheaper, you can go with the Glenfarclas 25-year-old. It's not 46%, it's 43. That's why I don't really recommend it. But it's still pretty good for a 25-year-old whiskey. Can you find younger whiskey that's better than the Glenfarclas 25? I think so, to be honest with you. But the CRAIGALLECHIE 23, I know it's a little bit more expensive. Maybe it's your once every 2 year kind of purchase. I think that bottle, if you baby it a little bit, it'll go a long way, and it's an excellent, excellent whiskey. So that's my list. Not very long, guys. 6 bottles is all you need to impress any Scotch drinker, and most importantly, to make yourself happy with limited space, especially. Not everybody has a big bar, not everybody wants a big bar. So 6 bottles is more than enough to appease your taste buds and get a wide range of flavors and nuances. All right, so those are my 6. What would be your 6? I'm very curious to know. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you really like the video, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and you can support this channel on Patreon. Cheers.